Now, as a sales agency, how you structure your deals with your clients is going to have a huge impact on how fast and how big you're going to be able to scale your sales agency. Whether you're going to be a sales agency that does 50, 70, 80K a month, or you're going to be someone that's going to be able to do 2, 3, 4, 500K a month in pure rev share. Majority of your deals should be looking like this, where you win, the client wins, and the sales team wins. My name is Boswork. I run RevenueGrowth.io. Sales agency, we build and manage sales teams and processes for businesses, and we also partner with sales reps so we can do the same thing in their niches, build and manage sales teams and processes in their niches so we can make a lot of money together. That being said, subscribe, like, share, all that good noise. Let's dive in. Again, the goal with any sales agency, it's to have the Trojan horse offer. You get in once and you make it so they cannot function without you. So let's say you have a offer or coach at 50K a month, you're trying to get them to 500K a month. You don't want to be a commoditized pricing model like $1,500 a month retainer, because that's only going to solve one problem, right? Let's say you're a media buyer, you can only solve one problem, just a marketing problem. But there's so many other moving variables. If you run a business, if you're a sales agency, if you're a closer on an offer, you know all these other variables that go into actually taking a total stranger and turning them into a client. It's not as simple as throw money at marketing, leads come in, calls book, and we win, right? There's this entire gap has a lot more than just this. And this is how we increase our pricing power, right? We want to have consultations, right, with whoever the person is. And I'm going to go through these here in a bit, the different pricing. I'm just separate it a little bit so it's not too jumbled up together. But here's what we're trying to do, right? How much leverage can you afford? So consultation with you as a sales agency owner should be worth at least $1,000. 4K for marketing, creatives, backend, all that, operator and system. These are the values that they're getting, right? And they have to be able to see this. 6K for operator and the systems you're going to install, the infrastructure. 8K for a high-performing sales team, recruiting, train, ramp, manage, all that should be valued at 8K. And then 25K, easily 6 months to an annual ongoing management and rev share from the sales team, right? When you can solve all these problems, your pricing power becomes very different. Now, if someone can see all this value, 1,000, 4K, 6K, 8K, 25K, and you can portray that value to your prospects, they would have no problems paying you this 10 to 20K a month upfront, plus 25% rev share upfront to build everything out, the sales infrastructure, the team, so on and so forth, and then revenue share of all the revenue you help them bring in. So I'll give you an example of, let's say you have a client that's doing 50K a month and you take them over the course of 12 months, you take them to 500K a month. You charge them 10 to 20K upfront build out, 25% revenue share. Now, this does include sales reps commissions. Occasionally, you'll have clients that they have different pay plans for sales reps. And for those, you just charge them 10% commissions and they take care of the sales reps commissions. But ideally, 25% rev share of 500K, 125K a month. Sales rep comms are 15%, 10 for closers, 5 for setters. 75K is your revenue working with just one client, which is usually a couple hours a day. Now, if you're looking at even this client making 100K, you make 10% of that without taking sales calls. You make 10 grand a month off of one client with no sales calls. You take this client to 200K, you make 20 grand a month off of one client. Right. And this is why you just need like 3 to 5 clients and you can make 6 figures a month. Not a problem. And you don't have to work all fucking day long. Right now, sometimes you need to implement a pricing formula for your clients because they don't understand why they should pay you the 10 to 20K upfront. So the way we do this is you ask them the revenue you're going to be able to generate. You have to let them know the revenue you're going to be able to generate your clients over the next 12 months. For example, let's say 100K a month or $1 million, right? It's like 83K a month additional. So $1 million over the next 12 months. The probability of generating that revenue, like how likely is it that you can actually get them to that revenue or add that additional revenue to their business? And again, 50% is super, super conservative. Should be 70, 80%. If you know what you're doing, you should be able to bring that revenue in. Adding an additional 80K a month to a business is not a hard thing. But if you can't do that, again, maybe a sales agency isn't the business you should be in. The revenue generated 500K, right? Let's say it goes from 1 million to 500K because it's only a 50% probability on a conservative level that you can actually generate that money. Easy pricing, 10% is upfront pricing. 10% of the revenue you're going to bring them, upfront pricing, 50K. Again, this is doable. But a no-brainer is usually 3 to 5% upfront pricing, which is 20 to 25K upfront plus 25% rev share on an ongoing basis. All right, this is if you need to justify the way your pricing is. And that's it. This is how we leverage pricing. We want to solve as much, ideally all the things that they need help with, which gives us the higher pricing power and be able to charge this for per client. All right, that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.